Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your July 2023 general monthly reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. This is your July 2023 general monthly reading. I pull a 9-card spread for beginning, middle, and ending of the month, as well as energy oracles and whatever else I feel called to pull. You'll also get some angel guidance cards as well. If you're new to me, welcome. I do read intuitively, so don't just go based off of what you see on the table, although beautiful cards, I just have to say. Your 3 major arcana so far, hello, the Hierophant, Magician, the Sun, yes please. Oh, and the Judgment card, what else? Okay. I apologize if I still sound a little sniffly. I've been trying to get over whatever the heck this is that I've been trying to get over. A cold, cough, flu. I don't even freaking know anymore. My allergies. So remember, guys, that I always put your playlist up here with all the Aquarius readings, and also linked at the end of this read. Make sure you check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for a bigger picture of what you can expect for the month. Your weekly reading is coming up right after, so make sure that you hit that notification bell by subscribing and double tapping. You will get notified of every time I upload your monthly, your weekly, as well as if I go live, because I do plan on doing that. I do plan on getting back into the routine of live readings. I came back from vacation. I had a wonderful vacation, but I came back sick. And so here we go. These are your angel guidance cards. Well, I can see that definitely clearly at the beginning of the month with the energy oracle of the card of the attachment, and your angels and guides are saying it's time for you to cleanse and detoxify. You are like one of my last few readings that I'm doing, and almost every sign, well, not almost, I don't want to say all the signs, but I do shuffle these in between and during and after. But a lot of signs have received the Entrepreneur card, which I can see beautifully right here in the middle of the month. You definitely have some ideas that have been given to you, downloads, things that you've kind of been sitting on for quite some time that you are thinking of taking on. And look at that, giving and receiving. Okay. Let's see what we got for you here, Aquarius. Thank you guys once again for your love and support. I really do appreciate you guys so much. So you have the card of the attachment, card number 5. The attachment, I know, although some people might be a little scared or weary that this could be like some sort of negative energy or negative attachment, it could signify that. I tend to not stick to that, only because I feel that so many people can tend to be a little triggered by the word attachment, where instantly their mind goes to, oh my God, do I have an attachment? This card is actually saying it's more so that you have an attachment to a specific outcome, a specific way of things, working out for you. And it's almost like having like this set predetermined idea in your mind. Like, I can see myself, married before I'm 30, have kids within the first couple years. I don't know, should I buy my house first or should I buy it after? Let me create a full-on life schedule. You're very attached to a timeline, an outcome, how things are supposed to be. And I say that with air quotes, right? How things should be, manifesting for you or lining up for you, or, if you have a certain expectation, sometimes, for example, because I do feel that with the Entrepreneur card, and maybe some of you thinking of other ways of making money, sometimes we think, okay, we start this new job and I'm going to work my way up the ladder. And within a day or two or a week or two, I'm going to, try to figure out what all steps, all these need, that I need to take. What paths do I need to take? Who do I talk to? Who do I get close to? Who do I shadow to figure out, how did you get that job? And what do you require for me to get to that job? And I feel it's like for some of you have this predetermined idea that, well, there is an order to the way things need to be manifested or completed, some sort of protocol. So whatever that is for you, right? And I'm hearing this very, very clearly. I'm not going to start dating until I heal. Okay. So how long is your healing journey? Because usually that's like your entire life, right? I'm not saying like you're always going to have like deep wounded healing, but we all have some sort of layer of healing that is constantly or consistently happening, even behind the curtains when we don't realize it, right? I'm not going to open my business until I have X amount of money saved up. Very smart. But then if your spending isn't, lining up with what it is that you're trying to save up, then are you really lined up to do that? How bad do you want it? So I feel like there's some sort of attachment here, especially when it comes to marriage and relationships and what it means to build a future together, what it means to grow together in a relationship or in a partnership. I feel like maybe your vision is a bit, I don't want to say the words tainted, but that's kind of what's coming through. Okay. So you could be on your second, third, fourth, fifth relationship, marriage, or whatever, right? You've had some experience under your belt. And unfortunately, I'm hearing like, okay, I remember in my last relationship, I really liked the way this worked out, but we never got to the end result of what I really wanted, right? Maybe it was a long-term commitment. Your goal was to move in together. You didn't, you broke up, moved on to the next one. And then there you go again. This one you do move in with, but then you never made it to the aisle, right? You never got married. So you're like, I really like the way it worked out with those other two this way up until X point where we broke up, right? I feel like you're kind of replaying, those types of scenarios. Now, granted, yes, always take the knowledge, the experience that you've learned from, but also have the clarity and the wherewithal to say, well, why didn't it make it to that? Because if I was on the right path and things were at the right pace, what was holding us up from the final destination or the final manifestation that I was going for? And I feel like this attachment card is really going to help bring in that type of clarity because, it is possible for some of you to say, I got to get my credit in order before I buy a house or I start a business. I got to wipe out my debt before I do any of that. But then how do you know there's no programs out there that are going to say, hey, guess what? We don't give an F about your 600 and whatever credit score and, and we take into consider this, but there's this grant or there's this loan or there's this program. And guess what? The county you're looking at, they're giving away free money to buy a house. Like it could all be lining up for you if you weren't so stuck to a specific path. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. But basically, that's your example because I feel like I can go on and on and on about this. I do feel like some of you are dead set on a specific way things are meant, air quotes, meant to work out for you. You have an idea of success. You have an idea of feeling happy, content. You're like, one of these days I'm going to feel amazing when I reach to this point. But how about you let the universe surprise you? How about you let your spirit guides, guardian angels show you the way, even if it's a way that you never thought of, even if it's a way that, well, maybe seems a little untraditional, non-traditional, you know what I mean? Two of Swords, the Hierophant, the Magician, the cleanse and detoxify. If some of you are thinking, I got to lose weight and I got to, make sure that I cut this stuff out. And then you're realizing you're not feeling better, right? Maybe there's something that you're eating that's not good for you, but you're dead set on this is how I'm going to get healthier. This is how I'm going to lose weight. Yes, seek the guidance, the help, the assistance of those professionals that know what they're doing. Don't go at things alone. Reach out to the professionals that know more about the path you're trying to take because they can really highlight and educate you and inform you on, well, have you ever thought of this? And it could be something completely new to you that you never thought of. The Magician card with the Hierophant, this really feels like it's time for you to clear your path, start again, be that professional, be that mentor, be that, like that main person that knows what the bigger picture is and knows how to step into it. Right now, the Two of Swords is saying there's a little bit of that, I'm not quite sure yet. I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet, because you're imagining it working out in a specific way, right? But what if you let your guard down? And what if you let go of your expectations of how things are supposed to work out and manifest for you? And you just walk into your next step of your life saying, I've got the confidence, the knowledge, the wherewithal. I know the universe is supporting me. I have this inner knowing, like it's a fire that's saying, oh my God, I just know this is all going to work out for me. And yes, it is. It's all going to work out for you. It doesn't matter how it works out for you, but it's the knowing that it will. The card of Cleanse and Detoxify says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, will help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Now, I got a very, very clear message here for a few of you, a couple of you, a handful of you. If you've been dealing with health issues that seem like an annoyance, it doesn't feel like anything super major, like, big diseases or anything like that. It feels more so like an annoyance of, why does it feel like I'm always getting sick? Or why does it feel like I can never get better? Or why do I have to deal with these types of symptoms every so often? Number one, the first message I got is, if you have some sort of implant on you, that is something that your life does not depend on it. And, I'm not talking about like a pacemaker or anything like that, okay? But some sort of implant that you have somewhere with, throughout your body, okay? Yes, could be like birth control. It just feels like there is something that is affecting your body's normal function, and it's like almost pushing it back, pushing it away. I'm also hearing some of you may be going through what is it called, when your body is rejecting your breast implants. Okay, so some of you may need an explant. Okay, so definitely, I'm not a medical professional, obviously, but that just came through. So if you've been wondering that is Spirit's way of acknowledging that, yes, you've been thinking about it. And yes, that is something worth looking into. Okay. That is for those of you seeking some sort of confirmation from the universe. Okay. That's not for everybody. Okay. Obviously. So let's move on to the next row. You do have at the middle of the month, which I absolutely love this row, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card with the card of the Entrepreneur. I love it. Definitely saying, self-employment, big money, big business. This could be you partnering up with someone to start a new business, and you're like, yes, let my investment, let my money work in the background for me while I do what I want to do, because I want to be able to retire and chill and take my time and have my own schedule, have my own sense of purpose still being fulfilled at a pace that I love and enjoy. And you have Archangel Raphael here with the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is heart-centered energy. This is your heart chakra. If you see it here, so purples, pinks, greens, all those colors are very much, energies to call in Archangel Raphael. If you feel like there's still a lot of heartache, grief, a sense of forgiveness that needs to be, how do I say this? That really needs to be received. Okay. Because I feel like some of you feel like you need to forgive yourself, or like you've been very unforgiving of, maybe your past decisions, things that were said. There are sometimes arguments. I'm just hearing the term explosive words that perhaps were said even many years ago, that for whatever reason, you hear my little birds chirping out there, they're here to confirm that for whatever reason, it's still replaying in your mind. It's probably something super old, something that seems irrelevant to your current day-to-day, your current life. However, there is still this tinge of heartache attached to that because you replay it and it comes back, almost like it comes back to haunt you every so often, where you're stuck in this little shoulda, coulda, woulda. If only I wouldn't have said this, or I should have said this, or not that, or whatever. There is a little bit of that lingering energy surrounding your heart chakra at this time. Definitely lean on Archangel Raphael. He is who you want to lean on for any type of heartache, sadness, grief. If you've been hurt in the past, or you're feeling still hurt by something or someone. There is someone here, and I just got this right now, so I don't know who this is for. But if you've been having a specific pain, I just got a feeling of pressure on my right side. Feels like kidney area. Okay. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what part, anatomy wise, what is there? The liver, the kidneys, pancreas, I don't freaking know, but somebody needs to go get it checked out. Okay. So if you've been having a little bit of achiness there, maybe you're thinking it's just back pain, I feel like you need to go see a doctor. That is the message that I'm getting. Again, this is not medical advice, not meant to, disclaimer, not meant to treat anything. Okay. But definitely feel like there's someone's spirit guide here that's sending in that message. Okay, like, hey, get that checked out. Archangel Raphael also has to do with healing in general, which could be why I got that sudden feeling like there's pressure on my right side. Yeah, my right side. Kind of like waist, mid-back area. Well, we all have our waist in different areas, but you know what I mean. But definitely if you feel like there's still, maybe residual energy from an old heartache, divorce, separation, grief, maybe, some sort of feeling of losing someone, a friend, a family member, maybe someone that's no longer in your life, there's no communication, and there's still a little sadness, like a little bit of sadness there that's been lingering, that can turn into a block. It can also turn into health issues down the road if it's like something big, that maybe you lost someone that was like near and dear to you and you never got over it, and it's still like, it's still replaying maybe the last argument you guys had and you wish you wouldn't have said this or that. That can turn into guilt. That can turn into pain and heartache and physical pain and illness as well. So for whatever reason, Aquarius, I've got like a really strong message for someone here. You really need to go see a doctor. Okay. If it resonates with you, that message is for you. If you're perfectly healthy, please don't be paranoid. It's not for you. Leave it for the Aquarius that needed to hear that message. So you have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Entrepreneur. So I feel like you have this optimism within you about knowing that you have a business idea, knowing that this is what you're meant to do. Okay. Whatever that is for you. For some of you, you know where you feel a calling to. Maybe you've got a regular job, your day to day, it's what pays the bills. It's your money maker for the meantime, but you're really thinking like, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 all day. I don't want to work corporate life. I don't want to, work retail or work, whatever, right? I don't want that job for the rest of my life. Like, yeah, it covers the bills. Yeah, it's, perfectly fine for now. But I want more for my life. I want to know that what I'm doing really makes a difference. I want to know that every day I wake up and I get to do what I love. Not I have to go to work, but I get to do what I love. Fill in the blank, whatever that is for you. Because the Nine of Cups really is like that energy of, happy and, supported and like ready to celebrate. That especially if you are looking for money investments or a new start in money, especially to start a new business, oh my God, it is going to make you like feel so happy and fulfilled, because like I said, it's the energy of I get to do what I love. I am so lucky. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed that I get to do what I love, and I get to do it where it makes me enough money to sustain my lifestyle and my business all at the same time. I love this energy for you because I do feel like some of you have been thinking about starting a business, or you're in the beginning of starting a business. Maybe you've got some sort of grand opening, in the middle of the month, and it just goes off without a hitch. I freaking love this energy for you. So if you are thinking of a business idea, a product line, an offering, it's definitely a really, really, like, if you've already got it planned out, it's going to go amazing for you. Okay. Now, if you're feeling like you've got a little bit of imposter syndrome, if you're feeling like maybe there's a little bit of that, I don't know if I'm ready for this, Archangel Raphael. Ask Archangel Raphael to help heal that energy, because that is energy of doubt. That's energy of, I'm not sure I've got what it takes. That's self-worth, that needs to be restored. That's self-confidence that needs to be restored. That's faith in believing in you, in yourself. That needs to be restored. Ask Archangel Raphael to highlight what needs to be fixed, what needs to be released, what needs to be healed. Do a little bit of, meditation. Call in Archangel Raphael. Use, green or pink, crystals or stones if you have them, that will help you. It really reminds me of like fluorite energy as well with all these colors here. Let me see. I think I have one here. These are like similar in color to that card. If you have fluorite is definitely helpful to help you with, look at these beautiful crystals. It is definitely helpful when it comes to releasing and especially stressful situations or worries, and helping you release what no longer serves you, and to help restore you. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I absolutely love the Sun card here for you. It just feels like you are supported. You got people that are going to help you, make this go off amazingly well. This is the card of entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. If that doesn't say that you are absolutely supported by your angels, your spirit guides, guardian angels, listen to all my little birdies out there that are like, hello, that's spirit calling you, that's spirit letting you know you're safe, you're supported, you could do this. It's already lined up for you. The 9 of Cups, the only thing I do have to throw out there, because I got it really quick before I moved on to the next row, the end of the month, is if you have a tendency to drink, maybe you have a problem with drinking or overindulgence, that would be the only thing that I would be a little bit more cautious about. The 9 of Cups with the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. If you have a tendency to indulge, overeat, drink, partake to certain substances that, are probably not the best, right? Like smoking, whatever, right? That could be triggered by emotional issues that still need to be that still need to be healed. So just keep that in mind, because it can really affect the outcome of things. Is it gonna totally ruin your life? Well, if you're an alcoholic, maybe. If you overindulge and you do things that you shouldn't, that your body is saying you need to cleanse and detoxify from, then hello, stop drinking. You're going to see a much better turn of events in your life, much more positive and uplifting and successful, because substances and drinking and also not eating the healthiest can definitely block your manifestational energy. And so that cleanse and detoxify will really help you at this time. You also have the card of strategy here. So I do feel like you have some sort of business plan. I feel like you have not just a business plan, but maybe for some of you, it's a retirement plan. Maybe you're thinking of, okay, this is how much money I need to make, and this is how I'm going to make it from here to there. And I just know that I'm leaning towards, right? I just know that I'm leaning towards, this is what I want for myself in the next 5-10 years, right? Or 9 years, since you've got 2 nines here, the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Now the 9 of Swords, this is your end of the month energy. The Judgment card is saying you're going to need to make a judgment call about how you really want to move forward with things, how you really want to grow your business, leave a job, you know, take your relationship to the next level, or maybe call in new love. There is this, I just heard, if you've been single and you're wondering why you're still single, why you haven't met anyone, like, really? Are you going out? Are you meeting anyone? Are you putting yourself out there? You just think they're going to be like the mail carrier or UPS or Amazon Prime person that's going to be like, I'm here to deliver a package, and then like you instantly fall in love? I mean, it can probably happen, you know, but I do feel like your strategy here, if you are trying to call in new love, would be to put yourself out there, would be to be more friendly, to be more outgoing, to really talk to someone. I feel like if you like someone at work, if there's someone that you are interested in, but then you're not really communicative with them, or you don't even try to make small talk or whatever, then like they'll never know, right? But also, I mean, personally, I don't recommend getting involved with people in your workplace. Kind of blurs, smudges the lines there. I'm just putting that out there, but obviously you decide what you want. But at the end of the month, there is a specific strategy you need to take here moving forward, because there is some sort of judgment call, some sort of advice that comes through that you're like, okay, well, I was really, for example, you start a business. I was really looking forward to making sure that my schedule was XYZ. That's what you were attached to. But then you're given the word of advice that, you know what, for your type of business, it's probably not going to work. It's probably going to, you know, diminish the amount of money that comes through. Maybe take a look at that and try to strategize. Look at the results you've gotten so far. Look at the data. Look at the numbers. Look at the traffic that you're getting. How about you try XYZ? Whatever, right? This 9 of Wands with the 9 of Swords is really saying like, oh my God, don't stress me out. Like, as it was, you know, this was stressful to go off, and now you're telling me I've got to change my plans altogether. You know, this can also be like, for example, you thought you were going to retire at the end of the year or within a couple years, and it's like, guess what, boo? It's not going to be for a while. You're not hitting your numbers there. So you may have some sort of information that comes through at the end of the month that kind of detours your plans, and you need to be flexible with that, because essentially it's really going to get you to the outcome that you want, just not in the way that you were really specifically like gung-ho dead set about doing, right? So you have the card of giving and receiving here. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. So inhale, exhale, right? When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So every time you receive, you must give, right? Think of service, right? If you receive a gift from the universe, from someone, however it lines up, you know, think about how you can give within that same token, within that same energy, right? Note of gratitude, note of thanks, whether it's to the universe or to the person that is blessing you here, or however it works out for you. But definitely when you become imbalanced with a ton of energy of people pleasing and giving and giving and giving and giving and waiting to receive, well, then you become very imbalanced. On the same token, when you end up in the energy of constantly receiving and not giving back, especially in a relationship or partnership of any kind, right? Business or love or friendship, then there tends to be that sort of, I'm the one that's always doing everything for everyone, but what has anyone done for me? There's a tinge of resentment and anger, right? That can tend to build up time after time. And then you end up feeling responsible for those people, because then you feel like, I've helped them out for all these years, all these months, all this time, and here I am helping them out again. When are they going to get it together, right? I also feel like if you have been helping someone, they feel terrible that they have not been able to either pay you back or repay the debt, right? Repay the debt of, being there for them, of, being an equal to you, right? Maybe you help someone out and you're always giving them rides. You're always like supporting them emotionally, but they have not gotten their shit together or felt emotionally or financially stable to say, now I can do the same for you. Right? Maybe you got a friend who's a little low on cash and they don't have enough for groceries, but you invite them to come over for dinner or grab lunch for them from time to time. And it's not like you give with an energy of expectation in return, but it definitely weighs on them because it's still in the back of their mind like, shit, they're really, really downplaying that it doesn't affect them when it really does, okay? And I feel like they may even say something like, I'm sorry that you're always helping me out. I got you as soon as I'm in a good place. And I really mean it. I know you hear me say that all the time. Like they feel guilty even having to say that again, but they really do mean it. Just keep that in mind, okay? Now let's see what the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords here is about. And look at that. You go from the page to the Knight. Like I said, this is about money. This is about strategy, about, maybe having an expectation of, instead of being in the red for a long time, you end up seeing a profit if this is in business. If this is because you're helping someone out financially, this could be, you're knowing that you're helping someone out. They will eventually help you out. They feel really bad. They haven't been able to repay the debt. Whatever the debt is, doesn't have to be financial, right? But more so feeling like they need to repay the debt of stability, basically, or of just your generosity. I do feel that it is kind of getting to them in their head, but that's really, it's actually doing them more harm than good. Oh, I just realized how long this reading is. My bad. I try not to go beyond 30 minutes. So, yeah, thank you if you're still here. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. So let's see what else. What else is this about? Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like they feel like they move a couple steps forward and then there's like no sense of stability. So just when they think they're getting to a good place here, with with maybe feeling a little bit more settled, feeling a little bit more secure in their money, career, finances, just maybe overall personal growth or personal health, they kind of end up getting a setback. So there is a judgment call here that needs to be made, but there's also another opportunity for you to help this person out without feeling like you're really losing anything in the process. Okay, so let's see what the tea leaf has for you. You have the card of boat, money or property through an inheritance or windfall, winning, love it. The card of diamond, you'll be receiving a precious gift. Of course you are. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. I love it. And very positive energies here, I'm telling you, especially if you want to start a business or you're just finally, tying up the loose ends and getting to a point where you can finally launch that business or grand opening or whatever it may be, an offering. Look at that. I love it. The card of bouquet, compliments from an admirer. The card of chair filled, someone new is entering your life. This could be a new friend, a new coworker. This could be a new romantic partnership. This can also be, and I just heard this, some of you may be experiencing growth in your family, like a baby, a grandbaby, something along those lines, where someone new is entering your life. You could also be experiencing mentorship when it comes to business, and then someone connecting you with another person. You also have the card of the well, family wishes come true. I love this reading for you, Aquarius. It's been a long time coming for you, because I do feel like some of your readings have been a little off the charts there. But you are looking, I mean, things are definitely looking up for you. You are in much better spirits, and I love this. So make sure you take care of yourself. Have a wonderful July. I cannot wait to see what else unfolds for you in your weekly readings. So if you want to stay tuned to those, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Take care. Bye.